Hello everyone, today is the day you get to find out all you ever wanted to know about me, and probably more that you didn't ever want to even think about, but hey, that's what you get for watching a video from the local corrosive element, Acid Override Cool. That's right, it's me, Acid Override. For all those of you wondering, my real name is actually Jason Holden. I am currently 21 years of age, born July 9th, 1988. I mentioned this right after I posted my introduction topic, but just in case you didn't get a chance to read that one, my username, Acid Override Cool, stems from a very, very fantastic movie. My avatar, just look right over there, I'm sure you'll find it, is actually the original, very, very original VHS box. It's a picture of that, you cut it down, you chop it off, you use GIMP. GIMP is amazing, by the way, here's a shameless plug for it. And you take a picture of the movie Hackers, and you cut down in on it until you can just get enough of Angelina Jolie to make you happy, which is, of course, all of Angelina Jolie. But anyways, the reason I'm mentioning this is the username Acid Override Cool. Angelina Jolie's character goes by the name Acid Burn. And then the other main character, Dade Murphy, never knew what his actor's name was because he's not very important and never really did anything else whatsoever. He went by Crash Override, so they constantly get together throughout the video. They can't decide if they love or hate each other, want to marry each other, just screw each other, or go away altogether. But, so, they always end up talking about Crash and Burn. So I figured that was too easy of a connection to make, so instead I went with Acid Override, and then I randomly started blogging onto forums, finding that everybody had already stolen my username. Not true with this one though, because you guys rock here at GZ. GZ is just fantastically amazing, and you don't let just anyone in, though for some reason you accepted me. I still haven't figured that one out. So I tacked on something at the end, and whereas cool would normally just be something that you tack on to the end to make yourself cooler, it actually also comes from Hackers, the original name that Dade Murphy's character used when he was younger before he got arrested, and that kind of sucks. Wasn't allowed to touch a computer until he turned 18, or a touch-tone telephone. Remember back when we had those and you could actually hack things with touch-tone telephones? Yeah, that was awesome. I miss those. But anyways, he was Zero Cool, so cool, we just took that off, and we took Acid Override because that sounds awesome, and then we had cool at the end of it because not only is cool, you get the idea. Anyways, my ethnic background, in case you can't tell, is Caucasian, but you might be wondering exactly what part of Caucasia I'm from. I am 100% pure, true American. I actually have just over 25 or 33 or 22.4 or something along those lines % German in my bloodstream, but I was born here, my parents were born here, my grandma was born here, but my grandma's full-blood German, and my dad's got a little bit of German in him, so I have absolutely no clue what I've got in me, aside from being pure American through and through. So anyways, I am Caucasian, I'm American, I love it here. My current location is America. To be slightly more specific, I am attending MIT. For those of you wondering, that would be Mesa in town. Mesa State College, great location. I love this shirt. It fits. So Mesa in town, Mesa State College, not the big amazing school of epic proportions that I probably couldn't afford even if I could get into it. So anyways, now that we've gotten through the required elements of DJT Tom, by the way, amazing thread, loved your video. I hope I'm doing it justice. So, we've got some random things. I have now fulfilled the required elements. So, 5 to 10 random things about me. Facts, myth, likes, dislikes, or strange turn-ons. I'm probably going to avoid mentioning those for fear of getting shot, raped, murdered, killed, any of those, because those would all kind of suck, you know, if you're me. So, first of all, I'm an actor. I would be a stage actor. I'm not a film actor, so don't ask if you've ever seen me in anything because you haven't. I'm also not a voice actor like our resident Iceman Nasuko, even though that would be even cooler than being a stage actor because then you might have actually heard my voice doing something, you know, pretty much anything. Interestingly enough, my specialty actually does lie in voice work while I'm on stage, so I am actually an accent specialist. If you were curious, I actually had My most recent show was a show called The Foreigner by Larry Shue, in which I was playing the lead character. His name is Charlie. He is an Englishman who comes over to America, but he's unfortunately very shy. His friend brings him here because his wife is in the hospital and he's afraid of the things that are going on, etc., etc. To cut things a little short, it ends up that he is not feeling so hot, and he ends up learning how to speak his own language. He pretends like he doesn't speak English at all because he doesn't want people talking to him. So in pretending that he doesn't speak English, he has to make up a language of his own, so I actually had to come up with many accents altogether. So, I like acting, I am an accent specialist, and there we go. Secondly, that's number 2. 2 out of 10. Though I'm probably not going to get to 10. So secondly, I'm a huge fan of sports. My favorite two, tennis and soccer. Just today, watched Inter FC kick the crap out of Barcelona. For all those of you who thought Barcelona was going to win, you never mess with Inter on their home turf. It doesn't happen. You won't beat them, so don't try. My second one, though, is tennis. That latter, tennis, could probably have been induced by the pretend wannabe fanfic that I'm writing in our writer's block. That was a shameless plug for my story. If you haven't read it, go do so! I need more people to read it, please! I'm a very shy person, and if you don't read enough of my stuff, I'm going to stop writing it, and that would make Nasuko sad! A shameless plug for Nasuko, by the way. So, finally, well, not finally, but next, that would be thirdly, or tertiary, if you happen to prefer that moniker. In high school, I was actually a debater. I loved debating in high school. You see that right behind me? That entire trophy case? Yeah, that's a few of the trophies I won while I was debating. I actually managed to make it to the National Debate Tournament in 2 different events. I was a foreign extemporaneous speaker. For those of you curious as to what that is, it's what I'm doing right now. I'm speaking without notes. It makes me happy. I like being happy, so don't make me sad. The second event was Student Congress. I got to pretend to be a congressman for hours and hours during the day. That sucked. Fourthly, let's see, what could I tell you about my life? Ah, yes, I am currently working as a tutor at Mesa State College's Tutorial Learning Center. It is a blast. I tutor mathematics, psychology, speech. I'm a speech minor, psychology major, mathematics minor. I've taken so many math courses and so many other courses all put together, rolled up into one that I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing anymore. Next! I am hoping to go to Power Morph Con 2. Please let me go to Power Morph Con 2. I hope I didn't offend any of you right there. Yeah. Anyways, I would love to go. I'm hoping I get a chance, but if I get the job that I want to get, I can't go. So, it's one of those things. Next, if you look just over my head, right about here, you'll see my next thing. Number 6. You see, Puma might be a ninja, but I am the one thing that ninjas ever had a problem with. A samurai. I actually studied martial arts. I love all forms of martial arts, but my favorite 3 forms are fencing, which is technically not a martial art. I also enjoyed Taekwondo, which is a martial art, and finally Aikido, because it was the perfect transition between fencing, which is kind of defensive, Taekwondo, which is completely offensive, and, you know, just needing the ability to let people not kick the crap out of me. So, finally, this is a shout out to everyone who ever would think of watching this, which would be like 2 or 3 people. I picked a really bad form to do an introduction video for if I wanted to get my face out there known and heard. And I'm pretty much done because this was supposed to be under 10 minutes. I'm at 9:20, 9:21, 9:22. I should stop counting and just turn this off because you all now know more than you ever wanted to know about me and less than you ever didn't want to know.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal.